This video is 11 habits of highly successful YouTubers. So I'm going to do it pretty quickly here. So pay attention, because if you do some or all of these things, then you're definitely on the right path to be successful. We all have to learn. Nobody's perfect. And I'm not considered successful yet. I'm not even monetized, but I'm successful in some of these things, which leads me to believe as we keep growing, it keeps getting better and better and better every video. Click-through rate's going up, average view duration's going up, returning viewers is going up, and the compounding is beginning. So stay with me, because if you do these things, just make sure you're the dog's wagging the tail and the tail's not wagging the dog. Same thing with your brain, because I was thinking about this earlier today. Make sure that you consciously are in control of your brain. Not, which is a future based. You're focused on today and the future and growth, and not focused on traumas of 10 years ago. Focus on the future. So make sure you're in control of your brain. It's not in control of you, because when it's in control of you, then it's basically everybody else and what they tell you is what you're going to have to live by. And it's usually better if you live by what you want instead of what other people want. So anyway, there's a little motivational thing for today. Let's get into the video. I've got it written down here. So number one, they post consistently. Whether it's once a week or more, they stick to a regular schedule. Now, once a week is pretty good. If you have time 2 a week, it kind of depends on your video. Like I think Mr. Beast, the biggest YouTuber, doesn't mean you have to copy him exactly. Do what works for your audience. I think he posts less than once a week now. He might have at one point posted like every day or every other day, but as you change and understand your audience, you have these big production videos, and he himself does say, the YouTube expert, it's easier to get 100,000 views on one video than 1,000 views on 100 videos. So that's one interesting thing to consider. Number two, they obsess over their titles and thumbnails, making sure every video looks clickable. I have some other videos on my channel about titles and thumbnails. Go check those out. There's definitely some interesting content. So just make sure it looks clickable. There's kind of a formula. I guess go watch my other video about thumbnails and you'll see what I talk about. Number three, they study their analytics. I'm a data guy. You don't have to be a data person. You just have to understand the key things. Now, there's this really interesting number called the binge effect. I just published, when I'm recording this, I just published this video, which when you see this video, it will actually be multiple weeks ago that I posted this video on the binge number YouTube secret metric. I'll put a link in the description too for that, and we're gonna get I'll put a link in the description too for that, the binge number. But the key things are watch time, click-through rate, audience retention. You just have to know your numbers, and every video improve a little bit. Like I said, I looked at month by month by month. From kind of when I started at the beginning of this year posting consistently, I was at like a minute 30, and then I'm at like a minute 40, and then like at a minute 50. So it's incrementally growing. And part of that is you accumulate return viewers, you accumulate the right audience, and the algorithm starts to figure out what's what. Number four, as I just kind of talked about, they improve one thing each video. I've gotten slightly better at thumbnails, slightly better. I've gotten better at hooks. I've definitely gotten better at the editing. I was having some problems figuring out like which platform should I edit my videos on, what are the theme. Now what's great, you think, wow, this is so much stuff to focus on. But over time, as you learn what works, you can refine it and you can start using templates. So in the beginning, I was throwing spaghetti at the wall. Now I'm refining my editing style, refining my thumbnails and titles. And in my other videos, I talk all about that stuff in more detail. Number five, they listen to their audience, reading comments and adapting based on feedbacks. So there's some limits to this, because you want to, I think they said when you, like Ford, Mr. Ford, the inventor of cars, I think, said if you ask people what they wanted, it's a faster horse, but really what they wanted is a car, because the horse can't go faster. So sometimes you have to be the innovator and think about what people deeper down want, and then you can kind of fill that supply and demand gap, and that's always where there's a ton of opportunity, is in that supply and demand gap. Number 6, as I kind of talked about already, they batch film and plan ahead. Now, I think a good part of this for people is get in the habit. You could film multiple videos in one day. I like to do a process every week where on a certain day of the week I film, get in the routine, get in the habit. So then there's that habit formation, and some times on my film day, I'll film multiple videos. If one's going well, I'm in the right mood, I'm like, damn, I'm in the right mood, it's flowing, let's just do another one and another one and another one, and I'm in that flow state. Other times it's harder to get in front of the camera and do it, but I still want to do it anyway and push through so I can form those habits that will help with the long-term success. Number 7, they stay on top of trends, but twist them to fit their brand and niche. Number 8, they prioritize storytelling. Even tutorials or reviews have a flow or emotional pull. This is one of the things that I need to really get on, is the storytelling. That's something I know in my self-analysis, that storytelling is one of the things I need to really zone in on, because that's what can be unique. And you really need something unique. You can create a list with AI of different things, but when you add personalization and storytelling, that's what keeps people engaged. That's what increases your watch through time and your return viewers, because they start forming a connection with you. The storytelling is underrated, and I'm focusing on that more. That's probably my weakest thing that I need to up my skills in. Number 9, they invest in learning. So there we go. I just talked about how I'm going to invest in storytelling, editing. I tried different softwares, camera work, communication, just the lighting. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect, but over time, just get 1% better every video. Do 100 videos, and every time, just make it slightly better than the last. That's all you have to do. You don't have to take over the whole world on day one. Number 10, focus on a niche or niche. Okay? Clear content pillars. For me, my niche right now, I have changed my channel title from Create with Brett to changing it now Business with Brett, because I'm entrepreneurial and I want to talk about some more entrepreneurial stuff. I love the business end of YouTube as well, the monetization, the analytics, and I might talk about some other businesses too. But for right now, I love YouTube and creating content, and so I'm focused on that niche, on creating content. And I'm still thinking, you know, I've made many videos, but still every video I'm thinking, how can I improve? Can I refine my niche more? If I make a video, it can be scary to niche it more, because you're like, oh, then I'm not pleasing everybody. You don't always want to please everybody, okay? You want to please the right audience who can be extremely engaged and returning, and then YouTube's data will say, okay, we have this audience. And if you know Facebook ads, there's lookalike audience. They would take a lookalike audience and expand that out, and then show it to people who are similar to your lookalike audience, your already viewers. And if you keep focusing on that, as the algorithm expands, you can also expand your topics, but you have to start refined and grow it over time. Number 11, they treat YouTube like a business. Set goals, track progress, and reinvest your earnings. So if you're lucky enough to have earnings, of course, reinvestment, get better, and generally that's it. Focus on business. Thank you so much for watching. I'll put some other videos in the description on some of the things I talked about, and I hope, or even YouTube will recommend right here on the screen something that they think you'll like. The algorithm thinks you'll like it. Go check it out and let me know what you think. I'll see you there.